everyone, this is Zanza, back with another case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So, let's get started. I guess I'll read. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, sorry. Nah. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry. I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, you see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ha ho. Ha ho ho ho. Ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. The chief must have gone home already. Said sister coming out for dinner all... What's that smell? Blood? Yeah, maybe she's in her office. So, we're out in the open world. This is part of the investigation for the second case. Yeah, obviously the second case, that's what we just started. But so, this, while we're in the open world, we have a bunch of different options. We can go and look at the court record as usual. We have just our attorney badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't care. This, evidence, me fit. Chief attorney at Fan Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Okay, so we have all of that. We have examine, which lets us look around at stuff. There's nothing to examine right now in this room, so yeah. And then we have 2 empty ones that I'll be talking about later, and we have move. So we're going to move to office. Very well organized. Sob, sis, someone's there. Chief, chief, chief. Who are you? That strange girl dropped cold, left her on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. So, now we can examine. So, let's see here. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a white glass stand. Okay. We have the statue again. It's encrusted with dried blood. Ironic, this became the murder weapon. Again. Let's examine... let's examine this. The chief's chair. Simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Let's examine Mia, now. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. So we have the thinker added to our court record. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Okay, so those have also been added to the court record. Nothing else seems like a clue here, A piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. It just appeared there. What could it be? So we'll examine this. A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Why didn't Mia write this? Receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I had better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. So we're gonna hit back, move. Exclamation mark. Blah 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 blah. Who are you? Work here, Maya Faye. Maya Faye. So Mia's writing the girl's name. Evidence outside the courtroom. That's very important to keep in mind. That evidence isn't just for the courtroom. She seems to be in shock, and I don't want to disturb her now, but I have to. Excuse me. Yeah, you guys can read it if you want. I'm not going to. What the... Okay. Can you tell me what happened? Sorry about that large noise, by the way. Not sure what that was. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And Sis. She was already dead. Even the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yeah. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock, thinker. I'm thinking that it's not that thing is very dangerous. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Oh no, now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police. So, let's move back into the office. And there's a phone here, so we'll use it to call the police. Right, I'd better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick. What was that? Well, I've already read that. Someone screaming from outside the window. Staring right at me, she's holding a phone in her hand. So, let's go back into the other room. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Detective Dick Gumshoe. What an odd name. That's right. Person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman. Don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just... Well, on. Wow! This word, what, Maya here, mean anything to you? What? Victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed. They're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? So, I will say that I did have a failed recording that only got up to about here, and then there was some sort of like a power surge or something, and my computer went down. Very frustrating. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. So they have Maya down in the detention center. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course, it's up to her. Never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. It was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil type. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. Think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. Sorry, I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's okay, guess, but at the same time, I can't just sit here and watch when I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Hello everyone, this is Zanza, back with a new series. This time, it is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So, I guess let's get started. I said let's get started. Okay, so, here we go. Okay, so, one thing I'd just like to explain about the series before we really get into things is the series will be different than other series. It's split up into different cases, so I'll be recording the entire case at one time, and they'll be split up into different videos, so there'll be no real introduction or ending. It'll just be there. So it'll just come in and go out at random points. So let's get going. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Wrong. Left. Oh, hiya, Chief. You know what, I'm not going to read everything. Murder trial right off the bat. Okay. So that was a lot about us and our client. It's because we owe our client a favor. So we knew the defendant before this case. We owe our current job to him. He's one of the reasons we became an attorney. Well, that's news to her. She seems to be our boss. Want to help him any way I can. I just really want to help him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. That's impressive. He's crying so much there are stars in his eyes. So it looks like our client's name, or our friend's name, or whoever, is Larry. He wants us to tell the court that we're guilty. It's all over. I'm finished. Finished! He's a little bit dramatic. So it seems that the person who got killed was, you know, had some sort of importance to Larry in some way. So it was his girlfriend who was killed. The newspapers say that it was Larry who killed her. So we are Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. First case. Fairly simple one. Young woman killed. Apartment. Her. Arrested. Stop dating her. Larry Butts. That's a interesting name. They're laying it on a little thick. When something smells, it's usually the butts. They're really laying things on thick. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. He has what? No. Oops, that's the wrong button. So we've taken the case to clear his name. Court is now in session for the trial of Larry. So this is our first trial. And we're seemingly a little nervous. So basically we're being tested by the judge to make sure that we're ready. Hands shaking. I say fading. So we're going to be asked a few questions. Name of the defendant is Larry Butts. What is the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the... Wait. Uh-oh. No! No way, I forgot! He's good at this. Listed in the court record. The court record button. Cindy. Okay, so we know that it is Cindy. Cinder block. No, it's Cindy Stone. Okay. What was the cause of death? She died because she was... Well, we saw this in the beginning of the actual thing, but we can take a look here. Blunt trauma, meaning she was hit with a blunt object. Struck once. Why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed. Good for you. Thank you. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. So, there is a graphically updated version of this game for the 3DS. But, unfortunately, I don't actually have a capture card, and so... Yay, emulation. I do own the updated version, though, so... It looks a good bit better. Why I'm telling you this, I don't know. I am, though. Okay, let's continue. Victim was struck with a blunt object. So we're... The thinker. So, the prosecution is explaining what happened, or what seems to have happened. Statue has been added to our evidence. Pay attention to any evidence added, so actually let's take a look at this. Statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, I forgot to mention this. So that we hit court record, brings us to the evidence, and these will eventually be, the two bars on the side will eventually be left and right arrows. But for now, they're, nothing. Once we have a lot more evidence, though, in later cases. And then we can hit where the court record button was, again, to go to profiles. So we have Mia Fey, Chief Attorney at Fey & Co., my boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who is my friend in grade school. Cindy Stone. Holy crap, she looks, interesting. Victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne. 52? Robbie's rather old. Comparative. Wait, let's see. I believe we're the same age as Larry, so we're 23. So yeah, he's like, he's over double our age. The prosecutor in this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. That's pretty good for our first case. Court record button to check the court record frequently. I already explained this. Call its first witness. So, we have no clue what we're doing. I do, and I'll explain it all. Don't worry. But so... Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Yeah, watch it, buddy. Yeah, you're a real Romeo and Juliet. Half you is, well, no, I mean, one of you is actually dead, so that does not exactly follow Romeo and Juliet, but if this case doesn't go well, then you're definitely Romeo and Juliet. Also, isn't it? Oh yeah, didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. In Paris until the day before she died. City of the country of love. Wait, no. France is the country. Paris is the city of love. My bad. Dude, no way. I could just imagine him being like a surfer. Not him. Larry. She had several sugar daddies. Yeah, he's totally a surfer. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Stop him from answering. That question is irrelevant. Because that works. Not looking good, I agree. Victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Shouldn't that be within like the Shift 8 star things? The name of which I don't remember. Let's have him answer honestly. Seems to have worked. Objection! Call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. So apparently, whoever this guy is saw us, or no, not us, saw Larry leaving the scene of the crime just before he found the body. This is Mr. Frank Shawit to the stand. So, one very interesting thing about the Phoenix Wright games is that there's always that little animation at the beginning of each trial. So, we actually know who committed the crime. But our job, well, Phoenix has no clue. Phoenix is always clueless. Almost always, but we will soon. But our job is really to basically show through Phoenix, the court, what actually happened. Though we already know it. You sell newspaper subscriptions. That's correct.